hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head. Get you out of my head again.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Throws a coin and the eye seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me the storm is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Now that I need you anyway. Just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat at time, I cross the lines just to tell you, don't lead the way, don't leave a sign. Then I try with a shot of rain. I feel like I'm fading.
Yes, it is your Sunday sports stream point of view. I am Bobby Munson, and I'm joined, as always, by my wonderful friends. Mark talks over to the side of me, Mark Robson, and below me, 2/3, Mr. YouTube trivia champion himself, Andre C. Gentlemen, how's it going? Happy Sunday to you both.
Hey,
Yeah, we've had a busy weekend of sport, Mr. Bobby Money Munson. We've had Reading winning in the first round of the FA Cup. We had Jason Kelsey yesterday prove why he's the best big brother you could ask for after what that fan did to him at college football. We currently got the Formula One sprint race that happened yesterday. We got the Formula One qualifying that happened today. We've just currently got Lando Norris currently in second place with Max Verstappen down in 9th, trying to get back, and as he's currently watching it. And one of the Oliver Beerman has just spun. Another Brit, but at the same time, we've got Manchester United have got a new manager, sacked a manager, got one in the space of a week after the conversation we had last week,
and won a game very well without with the interim manager as well.
Exactly, you did just play Leicester though, so let's not hype it.
But
up
again, Eric Ten Hag playing that Leicester team might not have done so many goals.
True. You have got Chelsea, which will be coming up while we're on live.
That'll be proved to be very interesting.
Yes. But Almiron will be coming to Manchester United, the Sporting Lisbon youngster, which Bobby has allowed me to become an absolute tactical nerd at one point during this show. So yeah, we're gonna have a great. Me and Ed yesterday. By the way, I watched the trivia quiz as well. And I will say my thoughts go out to Kimmy. Got absolutely annihilated during that quiz. But she put on a great show. Auntie Sting as well, with Andre there as well. And Papa Smoke's turning heel. What is this all about?
That was the greatest moment of all. That was fun.
Yeah.
As we also say hello, good morning to Bobby over there. Bobby Stats joining us in the
Bobby
house.
Stats!
Yeah. And at 1996, Brendan is joining us as well too. Thank you very much. And SDG saying he screwed me. Actually, he didn't, because SDG, I rescued you, my friend. I forced Papa Smokes to come back in for the OLE
SDG.
championship. So you are the Twitch chat champion over on Trivia. And Papa Smokes is now the OLE.
Let's be honest with each other, STG. The only thing that screws you over is your NFL picks. Right?
Oh, ouch.
Me and STG are champions of trivia, but we are not champions of goddamn sure.
I watched it later on. I watched it yesterday after me and Ed did the Crown Jewel review show. Where Cody Rhodes beat Gunther and Liv Morgan won as well. So they will now have their own Crown Jewel Super Bowl rings that they will now be able to keep with the, as I said, after Bad Blood, that they would keep those championships in Saudi Arabia because they had to have a suitcase specifically for those titles to be delivered around. It's ridiculous. So congratulations to them, and it was a great show. If you haven't seen already, me and Ed did a great job, and I have to say this quite nicely as well. Ed was really, really nice to me on that show, so it was good fun.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
I was listening. I couldn't really respond, but I was listening, and Ed being so nice to Mark was just like
weird.
This makes no sense because we had a tiff this week, me and Ed, as we started to record Marvel Talk this week, and then we just kind of abandoned that one and restarted. So I expected him to just go just as hard at Mark this week, but I guess not.
He knew he was in the wrong for once. That's why. No one could have a tiff with you. You're an absolute legend, so it doesn't matter. You're always in the right, Andre, not Ed.
No, me and Ed were both dicks on that. We deleted that stream from the internet and then restarted.
And the new stream's done very well for itself. A lot of views.
And the new one is great, but the mess we had before, Jesus.
Shit happens. We move on. But let's get into that first big topic here today. Mark, let's start talking about the appointment of the new manager at Manchester United. They have picked up Portuguese manager Rúben Amorim from Sporting. This happened all in the span of a week, talking about quick turnaround. Eric Ten Hag is released. Ruud Van Nistelrooy is appointed interim manager. He goes out, wins a game 5-2 with the club. Didn't change a whole lot from what Ten Hag was doing in terms of the setup of the play. I think just it was the difference in, I guess, a feeling amongst everybody that night. I guess, if anything, it was like a weight had been lifted off their shoulder with all the different, negativities that have been put there with how Eric Ten Hag's been running the team lately. So it was like this weight lifted off Manchester United. They trust Van Nistelrooy, which is good. He's a legend. He deserves that level of respect. They went out, they played beautifully. Not perfectly, but they did play quite beautifully. Picked up that win, and already that rumor was out there that Rúben was coming, but they made it happen. Just like that, lickety-split, he's coming. It's November 11th, I believe, that he officially takes charge of the team after the international break.
Just as the start of the international break. He will be here at the start of the international break. So, Rúben Amorim, who is one of the youngest coaches to be given a job in the Premier League.
39.
Yeah, he is just a bit, the current Brighton manager is younger than me. That is in there as well. And So I'm very much, I do love, I used to do this on my Mark Talks football channel where we used to do a deep dive into the tactics of the opposition that we were playing against or the tactics of the Reading setup. I haven't done it for a while, and then I messaged Bobby after I've watched quite a few videos and learning from the Portuguese media a little bit about this manager. And I said to him, please let me be a tactical nerd for about 10 minutes so I can explain to people that may not understand a little bit more about him. So he is one of the youngest managers to win the Portuguese league, and he's also one of the youngest managers to win the Portuguese Cup with Braga. He won the Portuguese league, I think it's twice now, and he's won the Cup 3 times, if I'm correct. Twice with Sporting, one with Braga, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on that stats there with that one, but his progressive play and the way that he plays football is completely different to others. What you've got to understand is in Portugal, you have 2 massive clubs. You've got Benfica and you've got Porto. Sporting are like the just above the middle pack, but not bigger than the big pack. Sporting have got a very good history of buying players in and selling them for an amount of profit, just like what the Portuguese league is very known for, of what they do at Benfica and Porto. But one thing that Rúben has done very, very well is not only is he done exceptionally well as a manager, he was also a former player. There is a video footage out where he come on as a substitute for Cristiano Ronaldo for when they were playing for the Portuguese national team. So I'm going to do a little bit of a dive into how they play things and what they do. So we're going to start off with goal kicks. Manchester United, at this precise moment, they play a very much of who knows at this point. But when they were under Erik ten Hag, they were playing a 4-2-3-1, basically. So this is what it would look like. Okay, so Manchester United would set up before a game like this. Bruno Fernandes would be this number 7 here, where he would have free roam to go up and around and do where he wanted to do. The main sort of striker has to be the role is there inside the opposition's box. But what Ten Hag tried to do was when the opposition were up over here was he would come deep and this player would be the one to go forward. But the problem you've got with that is if Bruno Fernandes has the ball there, there's no one in the box. There's no one around. There's no one. The defenders can easily just slot back in here like that. Midfielder can go there. That midfielder can go there. The right back can go here and the left back. So now you've outnumbered. And the one thing that Manchester United have lacked a lot under Ten Hag is the wing backs, because what they do is they stay very high and wide and they don't deliver at all. You've got Kobe Mainu, I would say here, and Casemiro. Kobe Mainu will probably have like the free role to go along here to do what he needed to do. And Casemiro, you've got to remember, he's 35 years of age. He's not going to have the fresh legs of the way to do things. And he wanted a very, very high line. The issue with Manchester United, what they did under Ten Hag, was with the high line, you need quick centre-backs. They don't. They had Martinez, who was slightly quick, but that was only down the left-hand side. So the opposition could just target the right-hand side. And unfortunately, Harry Maguire, who is not quick, but is an excellent centre-back, just couldn't catch up with them. So that's where, all the pressure. So this is how the difference is between Almiron and what Ten Hag used to do. So we're going to go back and reset this. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what Almiron will do from goal kicks. So what they do here is this. They will have the goalkeeper here, 2 centre-backs here. They will have their midfielders that they would like here and here. What they will also do is have the left wing back here alongside the winger, inverted winger. If you don't know what inverted winger is, it's not player that goes out to the touchline over here. He's someone that will roam inside. So he will go over here. The striker will be the last person there, and they will do exactly the same over this side. So what this will do to the opposition is it will bring them forward. Okay? So it will make sure that they will try and go man to man. But the problem you've got with this now is you've got players over here coming out of position. You've then got this. They're trying to go with that, trying to go with this. Okay. The one thing you can't do with Almiron's situational goalkeeping from the goal kick is go man to man, because what they'll do is they'll double act. The ball will go long and it will come to a double act. So both of these will go together. and then you'll have 2v1 because that player will get drawn out. Now you've got 2v1, 3v1, 3v2 in that situation. This player here will come out wider. He will not come inside because he will come out wider because he wants that defender to follow him. Because if you don't follow him, look at the amount of space he will have in behind. That's one of the great things with Almiron, what he's done from goal kicks, that he's done really well. And the other thing that he's done extremely well in his tenure with Sporting Lisbon is if you have 4 at the back and you're doing this, and you've got a front 3 here of all of these players, let's go with these 3 here, okay, going forward. These defenders will sort of push up to here. The wing back will be up here, okay? You've got the 3 centre-backs there. Then you'll have Bruno Fernandes that will be coming here. You'll have another wing back that will be there, and you will have your other central defensive midfielder that will be here. So what that now does now is they can very interchange with positions where they want the players to be. So if Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes are here, and you've got all the players out here, what they will then do is switch the play, come over to this side. You now got to bring all of that over, and what that will do is release a space for that player. Now, they have currently got a striker in Gorkas, who was the Coventry City striker from a few seasons back. I've seen Gorkas live when he used to play against Reading. Not a great striker. When he was at Coventry, it took him around about 7 shots to get a goal. That was his ratio. Since being at Sporting Lisbon, he's got every 3 shots he will score a goal. Why is that? Well, he plays here. Then you'll have your wing-backs coming in here, because what the ball will do, go to him, and then they can swap. If you've watched, so I'm going to put this in NFL terms, okay? NFL terms, if you've played Madden, the jet sweep, right? Where you have the quarterback holding the ball, they will switch across, flick it off, go in, pass it back, goal. That's been the interchanging of like what they do in the NFL terms, is a New York sweep, the jet sweep as it's called on Madden for that. But the issue that Almiron needs to discover and needs to work out very quick is his biggest gain that he will get in the matches with the wing backs, because they're so high up, which will then allow all of these players to push forward. Because what it will do is, if we say these 3 are your centre backs, one of these will turn into a defensive midfielder, and then he will then push them up. They will come closer together. And then you've got an overload here in the middle of the pitch, which, by the way, is what a lot of teams do. Look at Manchester City. When they play 4-3-3, they will have an overload in the middle of the pitch, which will suffocate teams to giving up. It's making you go, I don't know which player to follow. I don't know which way to go. But what he does here, and the one issue that they need to learn, is when they lose the ball, they need to get back to their positions very, very quick. Because what you've got here now is, because the wing backs have gone forward, what you've got now is a massive overload where this player has to come through, and there's a big gap for the striker. And that's been a little bit of a problem. I don't know whether you've seen recently as well. A lot of teams in the bottom end, if you look at last season, it was Vincent Kompany. Very much the same type of thing of what he's doing with Bayern Munich. Before he went to Bayern Munich, when he was at Burnley, when they were doing it, that was the very high press, high intensity, the way of doing it. The issue Manchester United have right now is they haven't got the players to do the high press, high intensity. Because if you look, the left back position is going to be a massive issue. The left wing back has to be sorted in January for Almiron to get the style of play he needs out to get it done. Now, what I will say is there's a gentleman in Manchester United right now called Jack Wilcox. He is the technical director or sporting director at Manchester United. He was formerly at Southampton. Now, he has a very, very, very good history of picking managers when it's his managers, of progressing a club forward. He picked Russell Martin. I hate the bloke, but he has progressed Southampton even further forward. They're currently in the Premier League. They won their first game at the weekend. So it's very much of now, there has to be a tactical decision behind the scenes to push this guy forward, to help him. Because at this precise moment, if I'm Almiron and I'm coming in November, this is how I would set up. Okay, you've got Onana in goal. Unfortunately, sorry, Man United fans. But what you would do for me is I would put Mazzari at right wing back. You would then have over here De Ligt. You would have Harry Maguire. You would have Martinez. You would then have maybe De Ligt on the right of the left wing at this precise moment, or Luke Shaw when he's fit. Then he would need to put Ugarte here as one of the members of the defensive midfield with Kobe Mainu. If you can get them two together, Ugarte, who can be the soul destroyer. I love the soul destroyers in football. You think of Rodri, Sergio Busquets, those type of players that would break up plays and just soul destroy the club. Like, oh, we had something going then, and then just bring everything down. That's what you would need to do. Then the issue is now with Manchester United, you have so many centre forwards. You've got so many attacking players. My opinion, probably won't happen, but my opinion, I would put Amad Diallo here. I would put Rasmus Højlund here, and I would have Garnacho here. I would drop Rashford, and I wouldn't play Bruno Fernandes. In my opinion, I think Bruno Fernandes, since his new contract, has been absolutely dog shit. But if you're going to play Bruno Fernandes, then what Bruno Fernandes needs to do is to learn to work the wing play and the 1-2. The good thing about Bruno Fernandes is he's a former Sporting Lisbon player. He's been through the system of Sporting. I'm not sure if Bruno Fernandes was the player under Almiron when he was there. I'm still not 100% sure on that.
I know Ugarte was.
Yes, so there was a time where Ugarte was with Almiron. Then he got sold to PSG last season. I think it was, and then come to Manchester United this year. So if I was him, Marcus Rashford wouldn't get near the team unless it's the second half, unless Marcus Rashford's attitude changes. But I would play, that's how I would play with Manchester United. You can't have Kobe Mainu and Bruno Fernandes in the middle because you're going to be well too open for the style of play. If you think back to Sporting Lisbon, they had William Carvalho, one of the best central defensive midfielders to never get recognised. He would destroy plays, really anger oppositions, and then push it forward. Never really had that final pass, that final play. That was the one thing that let him down, but an excellent acquisition. But one of the things that Manchester United have to do is two key points for the players of Manchester United that need to understand. Interchanging up front, wing-backs need to work. That is the main thing under Almiron. If you think about who Almiron has had before, with Pedro Porro on the wings as well, currently smashing up in the Premier League with Tottenham Hotspur, got sold for, I think it's around about 50 million to Tottenham after a loan spell. Manchester United here have an excellent manager, 37 years of age, one of the highest profiled young managers in the game. The reason why I'm now going to have a pop at the FA is because we could have had those type of managers in England, and we could be doing an England one, but because your prices for the coaching courses are nearly quadruple the prices you get in other countries, it's stopping managers, potential managers, for going through their coaching badges to get to where they are now. They've had to go abroad. Leon Rossigna is currently in France. Absolutely incredible job he's doing in France. Will Steele went over to France, another English manager that's currently doing really, really well over in France as well. We've got a manager in we've had managers in Germany, Spain, all of those type of things. But because your pockets think you're so deep and you're screwing over the people that really want to get into it, we don't need every single English manager to be a former player. And then all I've seen recently is give it the job to like Steven Gerrard or Frank Lampard. They've had their opportunities, screwed it up. You've got people that haven't been players that can easily be managers, but because of your prices are so fucking ridiculous, sort it out. So in all honesty, if I was a Manchester United fan, I would be yeeting all over myself with excitement with this coming to their club. And if I was Bobby Munson, then I would be very excited. Yes, I know he wanted Ruud Van Nistelrooy, but when you've got a proper manager, this is exciting times for Man United. And this will be, if they get this transfer right in January, I'm going to say this now, top 4 could potentially be theirs.
Now, I really do appreciate Ruud. Don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily rooting for him to be full-time manager, because again, I'm on board with this guy coming in, and I like his style. I like the tactics. Where I hold my reservations is just in the fact that I've been here before too much lately. I need to see it.
You've got to think about.
I need to see it. I need to see it happen before I'll get as excited.
This is my counteract to what you've said. Okay, so the managers you've had before, Jose Mourinho, wasn't a Manchester United manager, but did what he needed to do with it. He's not a Manchester United type fan appreciation manager. Okay, Louis van Gaal, not a Manchester United type fan manager, because he was very much the slow, progressive player. Jose Mourinho, very defensive player. You had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who just went, players, go out there and do what you want. You then had managers come in like Erik ten Hag, who is very, and I will not put Erik ten Hag down. He is a very good manager and very respected in Holland, and he should be respected for what he did with the Dutch team. The issue with what he done was he brought the wrong players in the wrong positions at the wrong ages and the wrong attributes. Now, Manchester United have the system, and I'm never back Manchester United, by the way. Can't stand half their fan base, bar Bobby, and I can't stand their players with the arrogance of what their former players, of how arrogant that they are. But they have a right to be because of what they've won. And with Rúben Amorim, you've got a manager here who's proven to take clubs that have not. You don't need to give them a big budget. You don't need to give him the world. What you need to do, give him the right players. You give him the right players, he will upset the apple cart. And that's why I fully back in his first, and I'm going to say this now. I will categorically say this now in advance. Next season, Almiron will be challenging that title for Manchester United if the transfer goes well for him. Because if they don't, they're screwed.
Okay. So I'll ask you a couple of quick questions based on the tactics that you threw out there. Good morning to Chris Parrish joining us in the chat there. So I want to know, because of the left back situation and, of course, nothing being available to January, do you put Delo, who I'm not a big fan of, in that position to fill it? Or do you look at someone youthful like Harry Amos, who's shown a lot of promise at the age of 17, and hope that you can push the youth? That's my first part of this question.
So what I would say is how much in the development is he in, the 17-year-old? Because you can't be throwing, especially in the defensive position, you can't really be throwing a youngster straight into the first team, because you're going up against, like, Manchester United about to go up now. They're just walking out now against Chelsea. They're going to be going up against Cole Palmer, Muduweke, the players like all of those types of Nicholas Jackson, those type of players that they're going to be going up against. If you're going to go with Manchester City, you've got Savinho, you've got Jack Grealish, you've got Doku, those type of players. Can he handle himself against them? My answer is no, not for now. I would put Delo in the defensive type more position, not going forward as much, but being a little bit more reserved. But also what will help Delo is he's Portuguese, the manager's Portuguese, and there will be a much better understanding from both of them from their times in the past to get the system of it going.
Fair enough. Okay, going back to the center back position for a moment here. Lenny Euro becomes fit again and ready to play. What do you do?
Straight in on that right-hand side. Straight into that right-hand side of the fence. If I was very, 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 well, I'm not, but if I was him, then I would put De Ligt in the centre where Harry Maguire would be, in the centre of the three. I would have Euro on the right and Martinez on the left. Now that is if they can gel, gimme. That's my personal opinion on that. I think when Lenny Euro, pennies for his thoughts, by the way. He come in, played, 30 minutes of a game under Ten Hag, never got to be managed under him again. From that as well. So, and also penny for the thoughts as well for the new signings, like De Ligt, and I can't ever say his name, the right back as well. Mazraoui, thank you. Penny for their thoughts. Former Ajax players, worked under Ten Hag at Ajax, comes to Man United, want to work under him, and he's gone. But that's football, isn't it? You can't get everything you want, and everything goes wrong from it. So very much if I was you, Bobby, I know why you're reserved. I get why you're reserved, and I completely understand it. But at the same time, at the same time, you need to be having, and I can't put this any other way. This could sound a little bit crude, and I do apologise. You need to be having a little bit of a semi, because it is exciting times ahead.
I believe you, and I hope. And again, the fan in me hopes that this goes well because I like the guy's tactics. I respect it. I get it. And I want to see something different happen because the same old isn't working for us. So we need something different.
So there's a respectable journalist. You can bring him in, but there's a respectable journalist in Portugal that I look at quite a lot for stats and to look at. And I don't know why he's here. Jesus Christ. That face is already peeing me off already. So when I looked at him and he was raving, he's very negative in things of what he says before about certain things, but he was raving this. And when he raves about it, I go, right, I have to really start looking into this now to see why Manchester United should be very, very excited for this moving forward. But very much so. Reading are up and down. Most teams are. You're not going to be top 4 this year, but it's all about can Almiron start grooming his players into being the players he wants for next season.
Yeah, and at least somewhat rescue what's happened in the first half of the season.
Absolutely. Full teams, aren't you?
Yeah.
At the moment, top 9. Great season for you so far.
Yeah, that would be.
And also, that really helps with my predictions.
Fuck you.
That we did.
Anyway, speaking of changing things up, it's Ed in the house joining us for the NFL Weekly Predictions. How are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing just fine. Just got to get rid of the problem children.
No, we got rid of him instead.
Oh, he got rid of himself, too.
We got rid of him. I got rid of him.
I think I forgot to hold on here. I got to go download the latest updates here for us, boys. So I will do that. But
do we have to look at the updates? I don't want to look at the scores.
No, you don't?
Definitely.
No, we don't need to look at the scores.
I don't.
Ed, how's the week of OLED going?
The week of OLED is finally coming to an end. Thank God. I need a break. I need a break. They don't pay me enough to do all these shows, but it's been a fun week.
Yeah, it's been a busy one. And then, of course, look at the calendar for next week. It's like it's been trimmed. It's been trimmed quite a lot this next week.
Well, I mean, with Wednesday NXT, no Marvel talk, obviously, because we finished our last series and we'll be back the week after with a pre-recorded show for Civil War. It's got some good stuff coming. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Marvel talk will be back for a majority of 2025 because Marvel has decided everything is coming in 2025.
I'm looking for. I haven't watched it yet.
You know what?
I haven't watched Agatha alone yet.
Let's do something a little bit fun here. We got Bobby downloading an update. I'm gonna change this for a minute, Bobby, if you don't mind. And I want to go ahead and show people what you can expect. Oh, hold on.
What, us at Crown Jewel?
Yes, us at Crown Jewel was indeed.
Us at Crown Jewel, is it? You're still stuck in the sand.
We've got a fun video here that Andre and I got to watch. You guys are a little bit of Marvel fans, so we'll let you guys see what's coming in 2025.
It's gonna get good.
It's been some time, hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
This me.
Oh!
I want to build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
Up for an adventure? The battle they will sing about for ages.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man. I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot riding on this.
You better not mess this up.
I know.
I am ready.
Let's give the people what they came for.
Let's go. Let's go.
We have a long road ahead of us. Much to do.
So yeah, lots of good stuff coming in the Marvel universe, which means Marvel Talk's going to be here for a significant portion of, and that was just the Disney Plus stuff. That doesn't count. We've got Captain America 4, Brave New World coming in February. That doesn't count. We have Thunderbolts coming in May. That doesn't count that we have Fantastic Four coming in July.
More Andre on my screen. Woo!
Yeah, more Andre and more Ed. More Oled.
No, I don't care about the other one.
I feel loved.
I love you, Ed, really.
Yeah,
He's trying to get rid of me.
I've been trying for weeks. They won't let me.
No, I haven't watched Agatha all along yet. I need to watch. I'm going to binge that. I'm going to binge it.
It's so good.
And then I'm going to watch your reviews after.
Binging is probably the best way to watch some of these MCU shows. I love week to week with, going ahead and giving our theories and stuff. But this show specifically was much better as a binged show. Yeah. I would say if I were to watch back now, it would be a lot better off.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with that because again, it was such a phenomenal show. But every week I'm like, give me more. I want the answer. Give me more. And I agree. But again, what we do, we can't really wait 7 weeks to review it because it kind of loses luster that way. So.
Mm-hmm. But we did 130 plus views on our live finale show this week. So, we
thank you to everybody that watched.
Absolutely, thank you to everybody that watched, and that's just on the YouTube. That doesn't count the Twitch side or anything else. I think that what we just watched, Agatha All Along, was the last of the old guard of how Marvel was producing Disney Plus. Everything going forward is part of their new vision for Disney Plus. So that means they are hiring showrunners to specifically run shows as opposed to putting people that Marvel thinks can just do a good job in charge and letting Marvel run these. These projects are going to go based like the movies now. They're going to be more focused on whoever's working the project, with involvement from Marvel, as opposed to Marvel handing them, here's your list of ideas that you have to work through. Now add your own little tweaks inside of it.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully, sign of good things to come. A lot of interesting stuff coming up there. I actually seen that trailer. They've been playing that thing all over Disney Plus, so very hyped. A lot of great stuff happening, and also saw the end of Agatha All Along, and I really enjoyed it myself. I thought it was a great series. So good on you, Marvel. And moving on to NFL, gentlemen, it's NFL Week 9, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Week 9 that we were on this week.
Yeah.
All right. Week 9 it is.
Halfway point.
Time, halfway point. And we gotta show a little bit of a picture here. Just hold on. With the current standings as it stands.
No, we don't.
Oh, right there. Mark
Look at
is
that,
now
Mark.
on level with Team Ed and Bobby. STG, Andre, and the viewers at 66. But there's a 78-78 thing going on there. It's looking real good.
Man,
and,
Bobby's only that spot because of Ed.
Football talk now. The other football talk. But
Bobby wouldn't have got there without Ed. He wouldn't have got there without it.
Absolutely not.
Of course not. Of course
Absolutely
I would not. It's not my fault I brought in.
Bobby put up the
OLED
signal in the air, and I came a-calling.
And it's working out beautifully. I love it. I might not have to have that bucket of ice water dumped on me in the middle of a frozen Canadian February.
By the way, I'm going to say this now. We don't need to worry. STG should just sub 10 gifted right now because he is so far behind. It is unreal. We're halfway through. He has to sub 10 subs. And is this the challenge between me and you then? Who has to then do the ice bucket? Is that what we're doing? Whoever finishes second?
I think that's still on the line right there. That's
okay. So also, then we'll do that. But then Bobby, you're not the only one that's going to do the ice bucket. You know that as well.
No,
right?
no, we're good. I'm in on this.
Yep.
I'm in on the deal.
And Ed lives in a part of the U.S. that's relatively cold
February will
sometimes.
be cold. Don't worry. February will be very cold for me. Don't you worry.
By the way, every place we live on this screen in February is bloody cold. So
Yep.
we're all a little bit, but we don't have to do it in February. Is it February? No, I don't know if we do it in February. We might be February, but it's
Is it
whenever the regular season ends, because playoff is going to be, because of the way that we record this.
The January, just as bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's going to
no.
be January then. So it will be very much because of the way that we go live with this. We can't do the playoffs. We might do something fun online with the playoffs, but we will just talk about it and when we get to it. So it'll be interesting.
Playoffs are on Saturdays too.
They're on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, aren't they?
Yeah.
The last games of the week of week 18, all the games, every single game takes place on January 5th. And then January 11th and 12th and 13th, we have wild card games.
Yeah.
The 18th and the 19th, we have divisional games. The 26th, we'll have conference championship games. And then we have the 2-week break going into the Super Bowl on February 9th.
2-week break?
Yeah,
there's always a 2-week break for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's always
How is
two.
it a
Because they
1-week
have
break?
the All-Star thing, don't they, the week before or something like that.
They have the
Yeah,
Pro Bowl in
week-
between.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one.
Oh, you mean 2 weeks in between games? There's 1 week off.
Yeah, so they have a 20. The second isn't. There are no
Oh.
games on the second.
We just want to say big thank you right now to STG who went
Has he
and
actually
paid
done
that
it?
debt regardless. Like, it's been paid. All 10 have gone through just now. So STG, thank you. Thank you.
Big
That is
ups to
absolutely
STG.
amazing.
By the way,
Thank you.
if you do come back and win it all, there's no refunds.
Don't worry, Mark will donate. Mark will donate 10 subs to you if.
Why? Hold on. Why is it on me? Why is it not on you, Bobby? How is it on me?
Why is? Because this is your idea, so obviously this is your thing.
This is fun. But thank you, STG.
I will
Really do
pay-
appreciate
all right,
all the
I will
support
do
all the
this.
time. But
I will pay.
Is this our
Andre,
first?
Right. If the viewers come back, I will pay Andre 10 dong for them to come back.
I don't
By the
want
way, I
10
think that's like a
dongs.
penny. That's like 1p or something. I'm not even that.
Question: is this the first time our local establishment has had a hype train?
I think it might be actually. That might
have
be
a
the
level
very
of
first time ever.
Let's get those subs up. Let's go proper Twitch streamer. Hype up. Let's get that train going. Choo choo. All that crap.
All right, and Mark's gone.
Away he goes.
Never.
All right, let's do
yes.
this.
Oh, let's get into these fucking games. I don't want
All
to
right.
do this.
You don't want to do this? Let's find
Oh,
out.
I'm
That makes
so
more
annoyed at
sense.
myself.
All right.
Yeah, Bob.
All right. We got first game up is the New Orleans Saints versus the Carolina Panthers.
Ah,
Panthers. No, I'm joking.
You're not going
Saints,
Panthers,
yeah.
Mark? Come
I'm
on,
joking.
Mark.
I'm joking. Saints.
Dude, that's bold to go with the Panthers.
No, I'm not going Panthers. I refuse. I'm going Saints. I refuse.
Okay.
Go on, Ed. Go on, Bobby. Who are you picking? Go on, Ed. Chat's waiting.
Ed, we might.
Bobby, every time we pick the Saints, they lay a fucking egg.
I know. That's the problem. And last week that could have cost us because we were going to go with them, and I went against it. That's the only one I trumped, and it was in our
helped
favor.
you there.
Oh no, you didn't. I figured it out by myself.
Bullshit. What the flashback? Bullshit. I can't believe after the week I've had that I sat there and helped Bobby in that game, and it's actually cost me. It's actually cost me.
Saints.
Yeah, I think we might have to on this one.
All right, hold on.
Panthers is
No,
just that
none
bad.
of that. None of that, SDG. That's very rude. Very rude. Very rude.
Technically, Mark was tied last week at the end of the week, and then Gunther lost to just end the week. Technically, the Gunther part's at the end of the week.
The icing on the cake, you might say. Well,
By the way, Mark, have you seen the lovely photo?
What one?
The hold on.
The ring.
I'll get you a nice photo. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you post it in the chat.
So did they make the ring just so Cody can have his own Dynamite diamond ring?
No, so the championship belts cost fucking an arm and a leg.
Millions.
And remember, the title championships are 50 carats of diamonds with a total weight of 250 carats, which includes other stones, including mostly emeralds that are mined from Australia. So those championship belts are the most expensive worth championships in the entirety of all sports. But these are the two rings that were presented to Liv Morgan and Cody Rhodes during the post-show press conference.
So they're just copying MJF.
No, they're technically copying the NFL because they
copying MJF.
No one wants to copy that. Has been. Thank you. Even I thought. He's still talking and he doesn't realize he's off the screen.
Oh, no, he realizes he's off the screen.
Stop.
No one wants to copy that downfall.
No, I like remember, MJF got the idea because it's an idea that Cody brought from Ring of Honor.
That is true. He had his,
Cody had the Ring of Honor.
That's true. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Cody's
Never mind.
Ring of Honor.
Cody's copying himself then.
Yeah. Cody's just copying Cody, which kind of works because it was his idea in the first place.
Yeah, there you go.
I would like to see Cody walking around trying to make people kiss the ring, though.
That would be
Cody
funny.
copying Cody. Munson screwed Munson.
He did. It happened.
If you don't understand that reference, go watch Thursday Night Show.
Yeah, he really did. I watched that yesterday. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to take him. I really did. I challenged it. I lost. Fair and square.
All right, next game.
But all right, next game. Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. I'm pretty sure.
Commanders!
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
Commanders.
What a hell,
Commanders by a long margin.
Can we just discuss that Hail Mary that the Commanders did last week, by the way?
Yeah.
At the end of the game to win it. And did you see the player that he was giving
the
all
best
the talk?
I was gonna say the best part is the Bears player who's yapping with the fans as the play is happening. And he's the one who, if he'd been in position, it would have been done.
Yeah, because he was meant to be marking the person at the back. But then he then ran up to try and grab it, tipped it over, and gave it to the Commanders to win it. Because I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something, and I looked over to my screen, and the Commanders are going nuts. And I was like, they were losing. What happened there then? And then I saw a replay, and I went, oh my God, what a plonker.
What a plonker.
All
I
right.
don't know what that means, but okay. Plonker.
It's basically an idiot.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Next one up, Los Angeles Chargers are at the Cleveland Browns.
Chargers.
They've been playing so well lately too.
Who?
Like
Chargers,
I want
the Browns.
I want the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Browns won,
played well last, but the Chargers have been playing well for a couple weeks now. They've gotten in this little groove.
Jameis Winston under center now. Not Jameis Winston. Yeah, Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
Chargers are probably the way to go. Just
I was gonna say it's unfortunate.
You can't trust out because 1 week is not trustworthy.
It is Cleveland. Like on top of that, all is Cleveland. They're full of losers like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Miz, Johnny Gargano.
Whoa! We don't diss the Miz. The Miz is the greatest.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
The Miz is
fantastic,
awesome,
but he's a loser.
He's awesome.
He's currently lost. He is a loser. He is currently lost. Karrion Kross said
he has been kidnapped.
Karrion Kross did say he found him yesterday, but he only found a figure.
Cleveland did beat Baltimore last week because James.
But the Chargers have been playing so well. I believe they beat the Vikings 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They've been playing very well for a few weeks here. by the numbers of the better team. There's no picking around them. I would love to pick other opposite Mark and try to gain a couple points here, but the Chargers are playing too well.
Yeah.
We might get that opportunity yet. Still, let's find out.
We will.
Next game up, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings.
Here's another one of two teams that are playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one is
The Vikings
one is
are so
being-
up and down.
but the other one has Joe Flacco under center. So
People keep dissing Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's-
I like Joe Flacco.
I do.
Joe
It's just you
Flacco-
can't trust the team that's constantly have like Flacco does keep winning though, and it's as a
Flacco has a
fucking
history of just
toss-up.
keep winning.
Mm,
The defensive
going
matchup
Vikings.
here dictates the Viking. Yep, I was gonna say the
Vikings.
defensive matchup just dictates the Vikings here.
Yeah, with SCG, the
I'm going
Vikings have the
Vikings.
better defense.
Yeah, by far and away.
Yeah.
Colts defense is ranked 28th. Vikings defense. Is ranked 2nd. It doesn't matter the offensive numbers there. The Vikings are just a slightly better team. They've got stuff going on.
All right.
Just looking at the
And
injuries.
Vikingos.
Anything you see. Yeah, well, he ain't going to be Viking-going anything soon with his broken leg.
Yeah, another broken fucking leg. Jesus.
It's another one.
All right. Coming up next, we got the LA Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
We just did that one, Bobby.
We just did that one. Have I put that in twice?
Did that one before
You
this
did.
one, yeah.
Come
No,
on,
I
Mark.
delete that one.
You're making
Yeah.
me look like an
I
idiot.
knew I'll probably do that mistake at some point.
I was like, the Charger, like, didn't we just pick this game? Did I just
Yeah, I'm
sit
like-
on Cleveland for
You know
5
what?
minutes?
I will pick,
I'm
I'll
like-
pick
I'm
the
like-
Browns. Then I've got either team then to win.
The STG, I'm like, what do you call him from Anchorman there? Ron Burgundy. I just read what's on the teleprompter. So go fuck yourself, San Francisco.
I guess he's not choosing the 49ers this week.
All right. So we
Stay
got
classy, San Diego.
yeah. Dallas Cowboys are at the Atlanta Falcons is the actual game we're going to talk about.
Atlanta Falcons are very good.
Hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
going
can't pick
Falcons.
the Cowboys, so Falcons. Because
Yeah,
I can't
I'm going
pick the
Falcons.
Cowboys.
No,
I just
fuck the
watch-
Cowboys.
By the way, also,
I'm
for
leaning
anybody
Falcons.
interested, the Cowboys cornerback is active today,
Yes.
although Zeke did not travel with the team.
Good. No, I hate the Cowboys. I can't pick Cowboys. Fuck no.
I refuse to pick the
That's
Cowboys.
America's least favorite team.
Do you know at this point in time, this is the first time we've all been unanimous across the board so far of all the
There's going to be a game. There's going to be a game or two at some point, but like most of these have been. This is the point in the season where you have a lot of this because there's a lot. Like we've seen enough now to kind of gauge which team is better. Upsets happen early in the season because there's a lot of things happening, but now with bye weeks and with players getting hurt and with teams really emerging and showing who they are, matchups become a lot less.
Fucked me this year, man. I'm 8-2 in my or 6-2 in my fantasy. I don't know how I am because I've had so many people on the injured this year. It's been fucking insane. But now I have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, so I can't argue with that.
Is
All right,
Puka
well,
back now? Is he back from injury?
Puka and Kupp are back.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
No, okay.
All right.
SGG's fucked. Yeah, I have Nico Collins on injured right now too.
Jesus.
All right. Well, I'm going to give us the next game. We're going to see if we're still all on board at this one, and then I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. We got the Miami Dolphins or at the Buffalo Bills. Keep chatting, boys. I'll be right back.
Oh God, no!
Hey, it's the Bills versus the Bills kryptonite, though. That's the thing. The Dolphins are kryptonite for the Bills. That is the problem here.
Not at the Bills.
Dolphins.
Oh,
Not at the Bills.
They're
Not at the Bills.
They're in Buffalo this week.
It's Buffalo. Yeah,
it's Buffalo.
Okay. If they were in Miami, I would say Miami.
Everybody every northern team in the AFC East has a problem going to Miami in the winter. It's some fucking freaky thing that no matter what happens, every time that a team from the north area heads down to Miami during the winter, we just put up a fucking.
Because they climatized. That's why they climatized, and then it fucked them. That's the issue. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills because again they're playing at home. Josh has been playing a lot better. Like he's really had up and down this year, but he's been playing a lot better lately. Yeah, I say Bills because I go. Miami probably stats name Bills. I got to go with the stats man.
And Miami is Miami, so it is what it is.
And Mark's going Dolphins because he loves those Dolphins.
He's not picking the Dolphins. He's done doing that bullshit.
Mark, you picking the Dolphins?
No, I'm going Bills.
All right. So we're all Bills.
What was that, Mark? What was that, Mark?
Yeah, Mark.
No, I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating it. I refuse to do that.
We'll make it a clip. Don't you worry.
Oh, you bastard.
Then we'll make sure to tag
SCG
Miami
is right.
into it.
SCG is right.
Team disloyalty.
Yeah, that's right.
Now he is.
I don't.
He doesn't want to be cold in January.
I honestly don't think he ever thought me and Bobby would get this close.
Oh no, I did. I knew that there would be a couple of weeks that my brain would just not work properly. I knew that they would be, but I did think that this would be later on in the season, not now. I did think it would be later on because I knew that I would just be an idiot at some point. And it's turned out that the last few weeks I've been a massive, absolute idiot. So, yeah.
All right.
Me and Bobby have been picking out of our minds, though, too, at the same time.
It is ridiculous, though. I swear to God, you have fixed it. You're fixing the NFL. They've told you the scores beforehand.
Yes, I'm fixing the NFL, and my New England Patriots are checks notes 2-6. Yes, I fixed the NFL.
You've got 2 wins, so you're trying to make it look like you're not doing much.
Those
When
things
really, you're
suck.
doing 2 wins.
All right. Well, speaking of the New England Patriots, they're at the Titans this week. Who we got?
New England.
Titans.
There are a few teams in the NFL that are as bad as New England. One of those teams is Tennessee.
Oh my God! I've just seen that.
I'm going to say Titans.
Oh, no,
just to say fuck you, Ed. It's Titans to say fuck you, Ed.
Oh no, I don't know who to go for.
The Titans do have the number 1 ranked defense too.
Yeah, Titans. Fuck you, Ed. Titans.
Oh my God, they are.
And the Titans have the number 1 ranked defense.
This is hilarious. Mark, where are you going?
The money line is New England plus 150, so it means smart money is on
No,
Tennessee.
I've got to think about this either one of 2 ways.
Yeah.
Do I become a stooge and just copy everything you do? Or do I take risks?
Stooge.
So I have decided in my brain.
Mark, remember, Mark.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Yeah, go on.
If we pick out the rest of the season the same, then all 3 of us have to do the ice bucket challenge. And I don't think any of us want that.
None of y'all won.
I'm going Titans. I'm going Titans.
Sweet.
All right, Bobby.
All right. Oh, what have I picked? What STG is going for? Oh no. No.
You're with us, Mark.
No. Bollocks.
All right. Where are we going to be at when the Denver Broncos are at the Baltimore Ravens?
I'm watching it.
Sorry, repeat that. Just coughing.
All right. So we're going to have the Denver Broncos are at the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, because the Chevy Ravens
5-3
off the head, but
Broncos.
Yeah, I like Bobby Stats' idea with the Ravens, but
number 1 offense versus number 19 versus the 26th defense against the 7th. Rushing their first and passing their 4th.
Yeah.
The Ravens.
And viewers are going Ravens.
Yeah,
I'm going Broncos.
It's gotta be Ravens because again, like
Where are they at the Ravens?
Broncos are
They're
at
in
the
Baltimore.
Ravens.
They're in Baltimore.
I don't know what to do with this one. I really
By the way,
don't
to
know
make
what
this
to
even
do.
to make this even worse, the last time they played in 2022, the game ended 10-9.
Oh my god! Yeah, I've just seen that.
That's 3 field goals and a field goal and a touchdown.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, so you and Bobby are going for Ravens.
No, we want
Broncos. Sorry.
Broncos.
And the chat are going with the Ravens.
Ravens, yeah. Either us.
I'm
or
going to
them.
go. I'm going to go Ravens.
Okay.
I just think their rushing and passing is.
The Ravens are a very good team. Don't get it twisted.
And Lamar Jackson is playing. There was worry, but he is playing. Thank Chris. They have him on
Derrick
fantasy
Henry
team.
has 145 attacks, 946 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Already, we're in week 9.
Mm-hmm.
King Henry deserves that title for a reason.
All right, let's see on this one. I have a feeling I know where we're going, but Las Vegas Raiders are at the Cincinnati Bengals.
The crap versus crap.
Yeah, this is not a good football game. This is a pretty bad
This is
football
not.
Tie.
It's the Bungles versus just terrible.
Go on.
The Raiders.
Can't think of anything for the Raiders.
The Raiders, I guess.
They're the Bungles. They should.
I'm going Bengals. I just think if you're going to pick between them, they've got Joe Burrow and the Raiders have no one. That's the only reason I'm going Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals. Yeah, but you never know.
To be fair, if you look at the stats, they're quite even.
Yeah, they both suck.
Yeah,
that's a very good point. Hold on, before I lock my answer in, hold on. I just want to look at the QB stats. Okay, I'll go Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bengals.
All right.
Oh, viewers, stop picking my stuff because it makes me more nervous.
I'm going with Bobby's stats. Come on. Bobby's
Okay, that's
stats.
fine then. It's Bobby's stats. I'm fine.
All right. How about the Chicago Bears at the Arizona Cardinals?
I mean, the
Cardinals
Bears
just beat the
had.
Dolphins.
Yeah, but my little league team could beat the Dolphins.
I will hunt you down.
Well, it's true.
Yeah,
I'll get
shush.
run,
You don't
I'll
need
get
to
a run
talk-
over
Andre,
and smack
Andre,
two in their
Andre,
head, and they don't have a quarterback anymore.
There we go.
Chicago has got.
Two is back.
Chicago
Got
is-
this, man.
Chicago's got to come out here playing, guns a blazing after last week,
Yeah.
though, right? Like they must have had a hell of a week of practice after botching that game last week with Washington. So you'd imagine
if I
they're
was
going
the
to come out
Bears,
here.
Or
if
they
I was the Bears head coach, I would
down
make.
after the madness. They might have done that. So
Do you know what? If I was the Bears head coach, I would have the army come in and absolutely drill the shit out of them. Because you can't be. That sounded dodgy. Pause. I'm going Bears.
I just want to put this out there. According to the Las Vegas Sportsbook, this game is predicted to end 23-22.
How did they get to that score?
I don't know. Ask FanDuel.
4-3 versus 4-4.
Which is
I
essentially even.
I thought Bobby just fell over.
No.
He just doesn't talk. Bobby doesn't put any input into this. Bobby, this is your team. Put some input into this, son. You pick the next few. Right, hold on. Where are we? Right, it's doing all of this, and this is Bobby. Right, I'm
listening to the statistics here.
Right, we've got.
It's not like we're just talking you here, Mark.
7
Made
games
every
left.
choice
Right?
for your team.
Right, Bobby. Ed's not allowed to talk for the next 4 picks. You have to pick the next 4 picks. Next 4, because Ed's done all of them. Ed, I swear to God,
It's just gonna text him. He's getting see.
I
Look at
know.
him. Text him.
Look at his phone. I'm gonna edit. Bobby. If I see cheating, there you go.
There's no such
texting.
thing.
Now they're using
Now he's going
Facebook
on
Messenger.
Discord.
Or Discord or Facebook Messenger or something.
I mean, I am using Discord, but that's fine.
You've got Bobby. You've
Bobby's
got the
secretly
next
got his
3
wife
picks on your own.
messaging with Ed, giving him and like miming him the teams. He is giving stats to everyone. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't sell a bloody
Doing
team,
Bobby's
mate.
stats' job.
I'm hosting. We still have to pick our team for this one for the Bears and the Cardinals. So
I know. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Pick the Bears, you stupid.
Bears.
Pick the Bears. Pick the Bears.
Bears.
Yeah. Oh no, we're going Cardinals. SCG. Don't worry, we're going Cardinals. That's my team. That's one of my teams, man. I can't pick.
Bears it is. Okay,
I hate
fine.
the things they've done.
Here we go. Los Angeles Rams are at the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I don't think that you get a choice in that one, Andre.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice in that, Andre.
Well, I would want them to know. I know he's a season Seahawks, but I would go Seahawks in a minute.
Yeah.
Fuck the Rams. I hate those. I hate them.
All right, we'll go with Seattle. I'll go Seattle as well. Bobby, who are you picking?
I'm picking Seattle.
It's because I told them by Discord Messenger.
There is nothing on Discord.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Cheating sons of bitches.
There's nothing on my Discord.
Yeah. We couldn't even see it because it was all green screened over.
I got it. Hold on. I got this. Share screen. Entire screen.
Yeah.
Discord.
There you go. See?
I feel like there's another way they've communicated, though.
No.
Yeah, I don't fully believe this.
No.
Oh, they might be using the old Slack chat still.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm chat. We're just bugging. Yeah, we're just bugging. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I wouldn't have put that up if I knew it was going to be anything to get me in trouble.
All right. Jokes aside, we got a few games to get through here still. So we got the Detroit Lions are at the Green Bay Packers.
Lions
and Tigers and Bears. Oh my!
I was waiting for someone to do that.
We're going Lions.
The Packers are good, but the Lions are better.
Yeah, going Lions.
I've picked the Lions every week this season. There's no reason to go against them now. This will be a great game, though.
The Lions are just been playing that good this year. But it's gonna be such a close game, though. Like, the Packers are really pushing right now. That entire division, or that dude, it's just insane this year. Like how good that division is. It's kind of insane.
Here's the real difference in this. While the Packers have a better offense, they have a significantly worse defense.
Oh no, the Lions are the better team.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's 6-11, Packers edge in offense, but it's 9-19 in defense.
Yeah, no, I'm going the Lions here. Just you can't discount the Packers in this game with how close
absolutely not
this year.
The Packers always play well at home, and the Packers always play the Lions well in general. I think this is the game of the week. I think this is gonna be the best game of the whole week.
I can agree with that.
What do we think? Jacksonville Jaguars are taking on or are at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Really?
Eagles.
We have to ask that.
Jaguars. Woo! No, not the.
We don't need that AEW shit as a win.
No. We don't need Tony Khan to win even more than he already has.
That makes me feel even more ill.
I'm just waiting for the phony con emojis in chat.
Yeah.
STG.
Yeah.
No, it's the Eagles. Like,
there's the message, but where's the little Tony Khan?
Hold on. He's there.
There they are.
Should So he wants to go with the Jaguars. Okay.
No, God no.
No.
God, no one wants to do
Even
that.
Bobby Stats. Look at Bobby Stats. Put up Bobby Stats comment.
Bobby Tony Khan team puke. Yeah, I get it. It's
Oh, that's great.
the way I feel about Fulham as well too.
Yep.
All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at the Kansas City Chiefs.
All about those Chiefs.
Bobby, I need to say nothing.
Mark saluting his tribal chief there.
Yes.
Mark supports
Jason
fucking
Kelsey.
Solos Nicole.
After yesterday, Jason Kelsey
Oh,
is my
God,
tribal
yeah.
chief.
Yeah, I love Jason after yesterday. I mean,
Oh,
I've always
definitely.
loved Jason anyways, but
Yeah.
Jason
How can
is
you
the
not
superior.
kind of bet on the undefeated team right now. It's.
I mean, they're not undefeated, are they?
Yeah, they're
Chiefs?
7-0.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still
Yeah.
7-0? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I figured they dropped one at some point.
No.
They
Not
will.
yet.
They will drop one at some point.
No, they've just traded for 2 extra players.
And the Bucks don't have their weapons. That's the problem. Yeah.
Bucks don't have weapons. They have pirate ships. Sorry, carry on.
Which has
Oh,
weapons
yeah.
on it.
They have
All
a
right,
great. They have a
make
great.
it ruined.
I will admit.
Yeah.
Two more to get through here, gentlemen.
Chiefs.
All right, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens.
What?
The Bengals are at
yeah,
the
that-
Ravens.
Thursday night game. Thursday night.
Yeah,
game.
it's just, yeah.
Oh, Ravens.
No, yeah, it's,
Ravens.
yeah. And we've also got the Germany game to be picked as well.
Was it Germany game?
By
next
the
week?
way, what did
Yes.
Germany? What did Germany do to get this game? The Giants versus the Panthers.
Oh, they got
It's
fucked.
They got fucked up the ass.
Well, we do
Oh,
know what
dude.
the Germans have done, but might be going a bit back too far for that. So.
Oh no, but I mean, we live. I mean, we gave Argentina the Eagles and the
Brazil.
Was that Brazil? Okay.
Brazil,
Yeah.
I did love it. I did love it. They gave Brazil the two teams that have green uniforms.
Yeah.
Where soccer's such
Oh.
a big thing that green would get you killed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was pretty funny.
And taking the words out of
Okay.
my mouth.
So, was it pretty obvious on the Ravens and the Bengals then?
Yeah, I think we all went.
Oh, no, Ravens.
Yeah, okay. All right, just confirming.
I was gonna say, do I need to say anything, Bobby?
I didn't think we needed to. I just confirming. I don't want to assume anything. Maybe somebody's feeling daring this week, but
All right, Bobby's
No.
made 4 picks, so now I can talk again.
yeah. All right, last one then is the Giants and the
I
Panthers.
swear you just talked during all of that.
He did, but he
But
never
I
made
didn't
a pick.
I never made any picks.
No,
I just
I
said,
said
Bobby,
them.
you know the choice.
I said them.
But they've
Anyway,
been messaging
Giants is what
something
SDG
secret,
want. SDG's going Giants on this one is what he's asking for, Andre.
Yeah, I feel the Giants because this is going to be a shitty fucking game.
Oh,
But I
it'd
think
be
the
awful.
Giants are the better of the two teams. Plus, they're still they're playing with Bryce Young right now. Like,
He's a good quarterback. Shit online.
Yeah, but he's in the wrong goddamn system. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's in a bad system for him. It's the Panther system in general has just ruined quarterbacks. Even Dalton is playing like shit, and he's a good quarterback, and he's playing.
Yeah, the good first game and then just did nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll go Giants.
Yeah.
It's Giants across the
You
board.
guys gonna pick the Panthers and make it interesting?
No.
We've already made it interesting. We've picked a few teams here that are different than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some deviations eventually, so we'll see what pans out. Maybe we will have a jump in that tie break there.
A new leader at the top. Well, look, we're guaranteed to have a new leader at the top with the amount of disparity.
It will be Mark. Because that's me. If Mark if we picked along like most of Mark's picks, I'm gonna hope Mark goes into the league because that means me and SCG are doing better.
Either that or Mark's going to drop that much further down the list.
Oh, Mark, look at this. Look at this, Mark. Look at the screen.
Yeah.
So you're sacrificing yourself
a lot of the time, SCG. So obviously,
SCG, you've made the same type of picks that I have, so you're technically now sacrificing yourself. Is that how bad you've got, STG? Is that how rubbish you are at picking teams? That you are down so bad that you've decided to give up? I thought better of you there, my friend.
I like that Taylor Swift reference in there, by the way, Mark. Good job.
Thank you.
I
didn't even realize I made one until you said it.
SDG has a fine point here. He's paid his debt. He can say whatever he wants to.
No, you
True.
bastard.
In fact, I'll just make sure that nothing got blocked by the bots on here. No, we're still good. We're still good. Sometimes they like to block a few of the
I would say the auto mod on Twitch is surprisingly accurate.
Oh, it gets rid of some stuff that definitely shouldn't be said on Twitch, but every once in a while it's like, oh, we'll let that one slide. But yeah, that's the weekend football there, gents. So as always, Mark's gonna get those graphics updated there. That'll be out on the socials. The socials have been going across the board there all day long for our local establishment. Make sure you're checking out us across all social media, checking us out here on YouTube, where we've got daily content coming out all the time for everybody. I've got an interesting week of stuff coming up as well too, so stay tuned for that. And as we say that, these gentlemen on the screen are going to be able to tell you what they've got coming up here this week, and we're going to start with Andre. What do you got coming up, my friend?
Yeah, so this week, actually, you can find me this week over on A Plus Productions later today / tomorrow morning. So I'll be doing the Sunday show with Matt Ederer and my girl Mel Ball. We're talking all the week that was in professional wrestling, talk the biggest news and everything over there. Preview Power Struggle, which me and Mel will be covering this week over on Andre and Mel Ball Wrestling Talk. So you can check those out, aplusproductions.com and youtube.com/@Andre Mel Wrestling Talk for all that stuff there. You can find me on the X at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. And then, no Marvel talk this week, but I'll be back this Friday for Japanese Wrestling Update. It will be a pre-recorded one because we'll be at the Vince Awesome Memorial Show this coming Friday for RCW, the Sick Ain't It show. And if you are in the Edmonton area, come check that show out. There's a lot of people coming from out of province, but guys, people that haven't been in Alberta Independent Professional Wrestling in a while will be on that show to pay tribute to an absolute legend here in Alberta and from a legend on the East Coast. So, yeah, come out to that show on Friday if you are in the Edmonton area.
Wonderful. Yes, please do that. Ed, what do you got coming up this week? I know you got a different thing happening for sure.
I've got one show this week. One. Thank God. No,
Yeah.
on Wednesday night, we go to the ECW arena. NXT goes extreme. We've got an appearance from Dawn Marie. We apparently have an appearance from Francine for reasons. RVD has
she
an
said
idea.
she was going to be there. Doesn't mean she's going to do anything.
WWE retweeted it. She's going to be there. She doesn't even need to be on camera, period. RVD has an idea for something to do with Javon Evans and Wesley, but he didn't tell us when he walked out of the segment last week because he was too high to finish the segment. So who the fuck knows what we're going to get out of that? And of course, in our main event, we've got Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley teaming with Trick Williams to take on those awful, awful, awful heels in Ridge Holland and Ethan Page. Bobby, we need that Ridge sponsorship. Get on it.
I tried. I applied for it. They never got back to us yet. So we have attempted.
Also, if you're in the United States, please vote blue on Tuesday. Vote, however, vote blue.
Just vote.
Make sure you go vote.
Just vote. Just vote.
Blue.
Vote.
One vote can make a lot of a difference. So whoever you think should win, just vote.
And again,
all right,
if you don't vote, you don't have the right to say anything about politics if you don't put your ballot down. That's always been.
Yep. Yeah. That's how I look at it.
I vote here in Canada, so I can bitch as much as I want.
Mark's turn. What's up?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Mark Talks Wrestling tonight is Evolution, leading into tomorrow's week where we will be having the G1 Supercard on WWE 2K24, where we will be having 2 wrestlers from TNA, 2 wrestlers from WWE UK, and 2 wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and 2 wildcards battling it out throughout the whole week to see who wins the John Cena Legacy Championship, and the winner of that will then cash that championship in for a World Championship on their brand at Money in the Bank on Mark Talks Football. Next week will be the final 2 weeks of my Unemployed to Goat challenge. We're trying to win the Brazilian League, the only trophy we haven't won so far in our continent jumping, and a new save has begun. Will begin. Bobby Money Munson will be coming onto the football channel. He is the director of football, and we have filmed a awful video for me, but a great video for Bobby. You will be able to see that out in 2 weeks' time on that. And Mark Talks Gaming, I rage quit the other day of my creator save, so I started a new one. I am now the head of Ferrari. Basically,
Yeah,
I am now
I was very disappointed by that.
very. I promise you this: the head loss was real. The full-on head loss was real. So the whole plan of that series is build the best car possible so Lewis Hamilton can legitimately, should be ninth, his 8th World Championship when he finally joins in the next season from it. And yeah, me and Andre during this whole show have been watching the current race in Formula One, and Lando Norris has had an absolute stinker in this race. So yeah, Bobby, what have you got coming up next week?
Not nearly as much as you, which is kind of nice because I'm trying to recover my voice from having a cold over the weekend. But I've got, of course, on Thursday night, Ring Respect Radio with Papa Smokes. This week, we're either going to be, it depends on if it's released or not, maybe covering SPW with their recent show. If not, we're going to talk about PPW's Ring of Horror 3 that just concluded recently, and I might have some video clips ready for you, seeing as I have all the matches edited. Speaking of which, yesterday we had the Halloween costume battle royal from the most recent tapings come out early for you guys. It's now available on the YouTube channel if you want to check all the ridiculousness of the Halloween costume battle royal, with the stipulation that the wrestler behind the winning gimmick ends up getting a championship opportunity in the not too distant future. So check that out over at Prairie Pro Wrestling on YouTube. And then, of course, back here with you gentlemen, the next Sunday, Point of View, the sports stream that we are so much loving and enjoying here. That's all available on our local establishment, as we said before. Check out OLE, subscribe, follow, do all those wonderful things across the board, and leave comments. If you're watching on the post afterwards on YouTube, leave a comment. We will check it out, and we will get back to you. That's going to be it for us this week on Point of View. From myself and these wonderful gentlemen on screen, take care, and we'll see you in a week's time.